By the end of this video, you're gonna know everything it takes to get your products to the top of that Etsy search results page. Hey guys, welcome back to Confessions of a Girl Boss. My name is Chrissy and I help women turn their passions into their business. Today we are continuing on our Etsy rank discussion. If you missed it, I did do a deep dive of Etsy SEO that I will leave linked up one of these sides. I never remember which side it is. I will leave it linked up there for you and also down below for you to check that out. But today we are going through all of the other factors that Etsy takes into consideration when they're deciding where your product is going to place on that search results page. So like I said, I did already go into Etsy SEO on Wednesday, so definitely go check out that video if you haven't already. But if you haven't also grabbed our freebie that's going out with this kind of like mini series, click that first link in the description box down below to grab your 5-star Etsy listing checklist. This is going to have everything that you need to create a 5-star listing that converts into sales. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that red button to subscribe. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that help you turn your passion into your business. Okay, so there are a number of factors that Etsy takes into consideration when they're deciding where your product is going to land on the search results page. So you have relevancy, you have listing quality score, you have recency, you have customer and market experience, you have languages, you have shipping price, and you have shopper habits. I can't believe I got that all out in one go. But those are all 7 factors that Etsy considers. So starting off with relevancy, like I said on Wednesday, this is probably the biggest one that you can tweak and kind of test out different options with your products. So that is mostly SEO based. So I'm just going to refer you back to that video that I did on Wednesday for relevancy so you can learn all about that. Next is listing quality score, and this is essentially how Etsy sees customers interacting with your listings. So if Etsy is showing your listing on the search results page, but people just aren't clicking it, or if maybe a customer is clicking it, but they're just clicking off straight away, you're going to get a pretty low listing quality score. But if a customer is clicking on your listing and they're either favoriting it, adding it to their cart, or even better, buying it, that'll give it a better listing quality score. So some ways that you can kind of influence this and use this to your advantage is making sure your descriptions are really good and they show everything that you need to show with your listing, but also make sure that your photos are poppin'. Like make sure they are competing really well with everything else that's in your specific category on Etsy. Also make sure that your listing photos are clear and they show the customer exactly what they're buying. Maybe make sure that you have a picture of your packaging in the listing image so that it can kind of sway a customer. If you have super cute packaging, which a lot of people do on Etsy, then it might sway a customer to maybe buy it as a gift for someone. Likewise, if you offer gift wrapping, you can show an example of what that gift wrapping would look like. Also making sure that your shipping policies are up to date, all of your FAQs are up to date, and also that your shipping is realistic. I'm not saying that you have to ship super fast, although customers do love that. I mean, look at how popular Amazon Prime is, but just making sure that your processing time is realistic so that a customer knows what to expect. Next category is recency, and Etsy automatically gives a little boost to new listings. I know this is kind of strange, but this is why they do it. So they basically want to give new listings a chance to get that good listing quality score. So if you're not getting this little boost, you're kind of automatically put at the bottom of the pile if you have a new listing. But giving this boost to your new listings lets customers see your product, and it tells Etsy kind of how a customer is going to interact, so it can give that quality score to it. This doesn't mean you should deactivate and reactivate your listings, because Etsy has said this is not how it works, but you can rest assured that if you are posting a new product, Etsy is giving it that little boost from the beginning. Next up is customer and market experience. This is honestly where your customer service is mostly going to come into play. To paint it black and white, shops that have a lot of 5-star reviews and great customer feedback and no cases against them are going to get a bigger boost than shops that have lower quality reviews, lower scores, and that have cases against them. Some ways that you can influence this and kind of make sure that you get a good market experience score. Be honest with your shipping times. Like I said, make sure that they are realistic, that you're not going over them. Make sure, honestly, try and go above and beyond and beat those shipping processing times that you have set on your products, because that will always give the customer a little extra satisfaction. You can also make sure that, like I said, your photos are clear, your descriptions are up to date, and they show everything about your product, because you want your customer to be satisfied with what you're buying. You want them to be confident that they've spent their money on exactly what they want. So these are all ways that you can help get a good customer satisfaction score. Next up is shipping price, and Etsy did a survey among customers who said that they prefer free shipping. I mean, we all prefer free shipping. Basically what Etsy does is they give priority shipping to shops that offer free shipping. And when I first heard this, honestly, it kind of annoyed me, because I feel like it's hard as a small business owner to incorporate free shipping in, especially when you're not getting those perks that, like, say a company like Amazon would be getting since they ship so much. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This is kind of what you get on a platform that you don't 100% control. So if you can offer free shipping, know that it will give your products a little boost. It's never something that I've offered. I've offered it over a certain amount, but not through the way that Etsy would allow it to, like, work with the algorithm. I've offered it like as like an automatic coupon code for free shipping. So it's kind of up to you. If you want that little boost, offer the free shipping, but if you can't afford it, I wouldn't put yourself in the red just to get that little boost. Next up, we have translations and languages. This basically just means if your shop is in English, make sure your descriptions and your tags are also in English. And we also talked about tags in that SEO video from Wednesday, so definitely go check that out. However, Etsy also says that if you do speak multiple languages, you do have the option to manually translate your listings. So say if your shop is in Spanish, you want to put your primary descriptions and tags in Spanish, but you do have the option to manually translate them to English. Etsy's bot probably isn't the greatest at translating, so at least if you do a manual translation, you'll get a higher quality translation that might convert a little better. Last but not least is shopper habits, and what this one essentially means is that I will not get the same search results as you would get on your device. So Etsy looks at how I shop and how everybody shops on the app, and they kind of tailor the search results to that specific person. So it's not the case that you could necessarily put in the tags that you've used and see where your product is ranking. You would have to go into your stats to see kind of like how your product is converting. But it does mean that shoppers who are more likely to purchase your products might see them a little bit higher on their search results page. So those are the 7 categories that Etsy uses to determine where your product is going to fall on the search results page. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I hope you learned something. If you've kind of played around with these and you've gotten some results, or if you're going to play around with them, definitely let me know in a comment down below. So if you haven't already, make sure you go grab that freebie in the description box down below. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that red button so you're subscribed, or you can hit my face right here so it subscribes you to my channel, so you'll get notified when I post my next video, which is going to be on Monday. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, stay safe, and I will see you Monday.